We continue to preview the 2025 college football season. Our stop today is Plainview, Texas, as we get to visit with Marcus Hinojos Sr., who is heading into his third season as the head coach for the Wayland Baptist Pioneers. Coach, thank you for spending time with us again today. It's always a privilege to have you stop by the channel. 2-8 in 2023, your first season. 4-6 in 2024. So you get double in the production there, at least from the win column. And 4-4 heading into the final two games of the season. Coach, those last two games, a couple of losses by a grand total of 3 points. One loss to a surprising Texas college team that had a good season. And then the season finale, you're at Langston, always a tough opponent. You get a fourth quarter rally and nearly tie things up, go for two, wasn't successful. So you lose by a point there, but that was the most wins since 2019, and it looked like, from this perspective, a good season.
Oh, yes, sir. We're definitely not 100% happy about 4 wins, but it's better than 2, and it's moving forward, and that's what we were after. We were hoping for much more. It just sometimes things just don't roll your way in the end, but it's the battle within that was really exciting to see. Our kids never gave up. They played the full season, gave us a chance to be, 5-5 or 6-4 throughout the last 4 weeks, and we're really happy about that.
I'd like you to talk about that just a little bit too, Coach. I know you've been with the program for a while, just 2 years as the lead man at the program, but from year 1 to year 2, we talk about improvement there. What do you see as keys to improvement there, or areas that you were able to make something happen?
Well, I think one was quality of coaching that we were able to improve, if you will. Each year we've gotten a little bit better in that area. We've got professionals that care about our our Christ-centered, family-oriented program. That's 100% their concern, which leads into the improvement of culture, and then they also work really hard to win. They're good teachers. They're good men for role models, and then the other factor is just recruiting, being able to recruit quality players that have a proven success where they're coming from, and so therefore, you don't have to at least teach them how to win. They come to you with the idea of winning. And so that's 2 of the areas I think that I see more than anything else.
Absolutely. All right, Coach, 2025 then, and there are going to be some changes on offense for sure from what you saw in 2024, at least, production stat-wise there. Davian Guajardo has expended his eligibility, but he's not exactly leaving campus, as I hear. And also, you're going to have new players that have the opportunity to step up from the receiving core and more. Tell us a little bit about the offense, what it might look like in 25.
Sure. The offense is was the most improved, I think, in from that first year to the second year. It had a lot to do with staff, but it also had a lot to do with the players that we had, including Davian Guajardo. Davian decided to use his business degree to join our defensive staff, our offensive staff, and he's going to be coaching the running backs, which he's developed a strong relationship with those guys as a player. And so hiring a new offensive coordinator is going to improve 2 areas. One is the recruitment, but 2 is the consistency in play call from beginning to end of the season. The receiving core is going to be without Josiah Barron, but not without talent. They are a very talented group of kids. We've recruited some really good talent that's going to be on the field in August and get to grow together with our new quarterback. And that's not a position that is solidified yet that I expect to solidify in fall camp. But the strength of our offense is going to be in our offensive line with Marjome and Ricardo. Marjome Rachel, our left guard, and Ricardo Ochoa returning fifth-year senior at center, and then a sophomore, Braden Hayes, at right guard. That's going to be a solid offensive line. The two addition at tackle are kids that have been here and guys that we are recruiting to be here. And so that's going to be the strength, not to mention Damon Ford at running back. He is a very elusive runner and very dedicated to this program.
We're visiting now with Coach Marcos Hinojos Sr. with the Wayland Baptist Pioneers here on Midwest Sports Net, and I encourage you, please take the time, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We enjoy talking about small college sports and more throughout the Midwest and beyond, and subscribing to the channel helps, so that's fun. Anyway, defense, Coach, you do have some folks coming back that were a big part of the defensive effort last season. Donovan Henry returns for his junior year at safety, and Isaiah Brooks will be back as a senior. Brooks led the team in tackles and tackles for loss as well. So a solid performance from him. What do you see from those two guys and more?
Yeah, well, first thing I'll tell you is that they're as dedicated in the classroom as they are on the football field. Both of those guys are president's list, dean's list, 4.0 type kids that are 100% dedicated to what they're here to do, and that's to be the best athlete and the best student that they can be. And we're very fortunate to have both of those guys on our team. And so I think they probably, in my opinion, the best Donovan Henry makes it really well. Both of them are all conference selections, and we're really excited to have those. Defensive line, we have a returner named Tyrell Hollings who plays defensive tackle. Is probably one of the strongest kids I've ever coached, and very dedicated to what we're trying to accomplish up front. He'll be joined by Jackson Loudermilk, who is a linebacker that we converted into a defensive lineman. Very, very strong, very, very quick, and he has made that transition very successful. And then we have a sophomore defensive end that's returning from North Shore that we are excited about, Nicholas Goins, who I think is going to make a splash in this conference. And right behind those guys, we've already mentioned Isaiah Brooks, but Brendan Davis returns. He's a transfer from Eastern New Mexico, and really excited about that kid. Probably one of the most dedicated individuals that I've ever coached at the inside linebacker position. We've also recruited Jordan Hunter, who is an incredible athlete. He's coming to get a graduate degree here and finish off his last semester. We played once against him when he was at OPSU, and he moved off to different places, and now he's returning to the SAC conference, but with a Wayland Pioneer uniform. And we're really excited about that young man.
All right, Coach. It's nice when you get to have somebody that you know is quality because you saw them in another uniform. That they
Yes, sir.
Get to wear yours.
I need to mention Tyrone Morgan, too, who was a defensive freshman of the year for the SAC conference, is out of Wichita Falls Rider. Before they became, Memorial or Legacy? I can't remember which one now, but really, really a solid cornerback, and we're really excited to see him return for his sophomore year.
Well, yes, and I would imagine that. And I need to check into that, Coach. It was Ryder the last time I looked, so it may have been a little while since I've checked that out. Now you're going to give me an opportunity to look.
Yeah, they're definitely, I think, Memorial, Wichita Falls Memorial now.
Okay. Well, special teams, I know that's an area that there will be competition all the way around, probably the most wide open area on your team heading into 25.
Yeah, going into fall camp, we've got special teams as a priority. Lost our punter, we lost our kicker, lost our long snapper, and we lost our returner. And so, but we've got very capable young men on campus, and our coaches have done an excellent job of recruiting people that are going to bring a level of competition at special teams that we have not seen in a while.
Well, that's one of those places then I would imagine for anyone coming in recruiting or players that want to step up, the opportunity's there if they step up and get it done. Coach, before I ask you about your schedule, the question that we've asked all summer long, just getting to know our coaches a little bit more, is favorite 80s song or 80s band? Where's that fall for you?
I grew up on country music. My dad was a cotton farmer, and so I listened to George Strait all the time. And so, except maybe in the weight room, but yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know. Yeah, is George Strait a good weight room musician? I'm not sure, but yes, that hits the 80s. That works. All right, Coach. Schedule gets underway in September, and it's just a 9-game schedule this year. The way it worked out, I know North American not having a program. I think that kind of hinders a lot of programs there in the Senior Athletic Conference because they've backed out. So you have 9 games on the schedule. First one's in September. The first 3 are on the road as you go to OUAZ, to Louisiana Christian, and then to Howard Payne in the state of Texas, in-state rival there from the D3 version. And you're finally back at home against Texas College. And that was a tough game last year, back and forth throughout, as the Steers got the best of you all in that one. So tell us a little bit about the opening to your schedule.
Yeah, Sooner Athletic Conference could not have made it easy for me. That is extremely difficult to travel back to back to the 2 top programs in our conference. But this is our 3rd year. We won't run away from that. We'll run to that. And we're excited to meet those guys. Ottawa's got a new head coach, and so they start a new era. We've been there. We're coming from there. We know what that's like, at least here, not there. But we're excited about that challenge. And, we've got a group of seniors that have made that trip before and have played outstanding there before. And we expect that mindset going there. Louisiana Christian, heading into last season, was the conference champion, and we were the first in the Sooner Athletic Conference to defeat the defending conference champion. And so they're not happy about that. And, so now we've got to go down there and that's probably the most difficult place to play in our conference because it's so humid. You have to walk to get to the stadium, and it doesn't make sense to come do your pregame and then walk back to the old gym that they put you in. It's just not favorable conditions, in my opinion. But we're going to have to overcome that. And to be honest with you, if we can overcome those 2 weeks, then going to Abilene, Texas, and playing a Division III school with a new head coach, I'd take that. And then Texas College has to come to us this year, and our kids remember that we should have won that game too, but we didn't. And so that's at the front of our memory, and we're going to attack those weeks like we want to be better than 4-6.
I understand. Well, Coach, I appreciate that. I appreciate what you said about the improvements there, and it looks like that this is a program that is trending the proper direction. Coach Marco Hinojos with the Wayland Baptist Pioneers, thank you, sir, for previewing 2025 and for being with us here on Midwest Sportsnet. We're going to follow the Pioneers this season, and success to you all.
Thank you, Joe. I sure do appreciate you taking care of us.